Welcome back to the Sodor Scratchbuilding Corner and our eye mechanism video. I know many of you have been waiting to see the final progress on Ernest's eye mechanism, and indeed it is done. Keen viewers will note that the entire eye mechanism has been revised since. While I found that the original mechanism was far from perfection, it gave me a number of ideas to implement in the new version. This said, let's get on to the nitty-gritty of the details. Those who saw the earlier videos, or are into radio control, will be familiar with the basic RC system: transmitter, receiver, crystals, and servos. Since we already covered that, we'll just be looking at the home-built mechanism that connects the eyes to the servos. The mechanism is built on a base of 2.5 and 1 mm thick styrene glued together with 5-minute Permatex epoxy. In Ernest's case, the base is stepped in front to fit the LGB chassis. A single screw tapping into a pre-existing hole in the chassis keeps the mechanism in place. A hand drill is used to cut the plastic. The servos use the taller section of the styrene base as their mounting, and once again the hand drill is used to tap the holes. From K&S brass sheet, a front plate is cut and bent to fit the mechanism. This front plate is essential to smooth operation as it retains the control rods from wobbling excessively. A framework of brass rod is soldered onto this piece of brass for structural rigidity, and 2 extensions are formed to suspend the eyes. Thinner brass rod is bent and soldered atop the extension to create a pair of eyelets from which the eyes will pivot. 2 rods per servo control the left, right, and up-down action, respectively. A section of brass sheet is soldered onto the reverse end of each rod to create a drawbar connection between each eye, and a single rod links the drawbar to the servo. The last component, short of the eye itself, is what I call the eye bracket, a brass sheet which the eye sits on. The bracket contains the necessary eyelets to connect the control rods directly to the eye itself. I construct these eye brackets by drilling the requisite holes in the brass sheet with my pin vise, cutting the sheet to shape, and bending the eyelets 90 degrees so that the control rods can be connected to them. Some of you may remember that I spoke of using beads cut in half for the eyeballs. I have since abandoned that method in favor of using shank buttons. The buttons not only come in a variety of sizes, but they already have for you. They do, however, require some preparation. The shank at the back must be cut off and filed, and a small recess drilled at the back to clear the mounting posts. Once prepared, the eyes are simply superglued to the brass eye brackets. Adding the eyeballs is as simple as a Sharpie pen. Do be careful, however. While one could completely polish off all the mistakes from the plastic beads, the shank buttons, at least in the case of the brand that I am using, cannot be cleaned off entirely. A blue stain will remain wherever a Sharpie mark was made. And that's just about it for a full operational eye mechanism. If you'd like to see more Sodor Scratchbuilding videos, check out our channel or subscribe for the latest updates. Thanks for watching.